Hi everyone, this is Riyadh from Kami here. Today we are going to get S rank on the Take the Uninhabited Floating City mission in Chapter 5 of Armored Core 6. So the most important parts for your loadout here are weapons with long range, because that will help you as quickly as possible. I'll go into exactly what I'm using in just a bit. So in my left hand, I've got a plasma rifle, which has good area of effect, so it'll help you take out multiple ground enemies at once with the plasma explosion. In my right hand, I've got the linear, or rather, a laser rifle, which has pretty good ideal range. On my backs, I've got two laser cannons, which also have pretty good range. I have an FCS that focuses on long range, so equip the one that you have that gives you the most long range targeting. Your booster and generator don't matter too much. Same thing with your frame parts. So right at the beginning of the mission, you want to head down the middle of the road in order to take out the first enemies that spawn. You want to sort of stick to the areas where the enemies will spawn for the first part of this mission, which lasts about 5 minutes. As such, since it's a defense mission, the time taken doesn't matter a great deal, because the mission ends when the timer runs out, so there's not really any timing criteria for getting S rank here.
Use them if you need the help.
There will be a lot of carriers that are holding empty enemies, and you want to take them out sooner rather than later, because when they drop their empty units, there'll just be more enemies you have to take out, which will take more time and cost or consume more ammunition. So the second wave shows up at around 4 minutes, and there's going to be multiple enemies appearing at once. So again, it's easier to take them out far away from the Xylem control tower which you are defending. On a related note, a pretty important S rank criteria for this mission, since it's a defense mission, is to protect your defense targets, or rather the Xylem control tower. The shield doesn't matter too much, however, you'll have an easier time getting S rank if you finish this mission without the Xylem control tower taking any damage whatsoever. The two waves that are the most annoying for protecting the tower are the sniper wave and the Kamikaze wave. The sniper wave starts when there's around 3 minutes left in the mission. Where I'm standing right now is very close to where the first sniper enemy spawns, or rather flies in, so I'm just camping for them here, which is a bit ironic when you're camping to take out a sniper.
3 more minutes. Hang in there, tourist.
So you'll see little triangle warnings letting you know that the snipers are inbound. So use whatever long range method you choose to take them out, and zoom over to the next one, and you want to keep doing so and taking out the sniper enemies as quickly as possible, because they cut through the shield fairly quickly, and you want as much of the shield up as possible in order to deal with the Kamikaze wave, because despite my best efforts, I was never able to take out more than a couple of the Kamikaze units at once. I found the best way to protect the tower is to deal with the snipers as quickly as possible, and also take out as many Kamikazes as I can. However, I doubt you'll be able to take out too many of them, unless you have really good missile locking. Though, with that said, I tried to take out as many as I could with different missile pods in previous attempts to get S rank on this mission, but it never went really that well. So the best defense is to make sure the Xylem shield has as much shield power as it can by the time the Kamikaze wave starts, which is around 2 minutes left of the mission. So, since the Kamikaze spawn really high up, it's hard to get to them and get in target range, even if you have good long distance attacking power. However, they take out about half of the Xylem shield, so if you have more than half of the shield left, you should be in good shape for the last minute and a half or so. You could also spawn these defense cannons, which aren't super helpful. However, I have enough time to bring one out, which is a bit helpful for the right side. However, during the last minute or so, you want to focus on taking out this HC enemy that comes along the middle of the map, because they can definitely deal the most damage. So you want to unload on them as much as you can to take them out as quickly as possible, and then focus on the more minor enemies, because the lesser foes are quite easy to take out, usually 1 or 2 shots from your chosen weapon. So at this point, should be easy sailing, because there are only a few minor MT enemies coming down, and they move quite slowly, so you should have plenty of time to take them out in the last 30 seconds or so. There are also some sneaky enemies that try to climb up the wall there, so you want to keep your eye out for those guys as well. So there are a few more enemies, but they don't reach you in time to make any sort of impact. But let's take a look at the end mission screen just so you could see the criteria for getting S rank here. Keep your repair costs under 7,000 or so. Keep your ammo costs about under 20,000. Make sure the Xylem control tower doesn't take any damage, and you should be good. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you out, please consider liking and subscribing. Until the next video, happy hunting, fellow mercs.